Welcome back. Today, actually, we got a lot of stuff going on today. Today we're staking some tomatoes, so that's our primary focus for today. I just went over to Tractor Supply. We were short some T-posts, so I had to pick up about 20 of those for the anchors on the end rows, and picked up some fuel because we run a little bit low on fuel. This afternoon I'm meeting with a gentleman who's going to be installing our driveway for the roadside market, so he's going to give me a price on that. And we also have the planning and zoning meeting tonight that is going to be via Zoom. I guess they're doing a Zoom meeting because of everything going on with the COVID and whatnot, that they're not going to have it in person, so we got to be online for that meeting. Hopefully that will go off no problems, and we'll go ahead and get the okay so we can start breaking ground on the building. It's already, we're in the first part of June right now, so we're wanting to be up and running by July 1st, but that's going to be hard to achieve, but we're going to do the best we can. So we're going to get down here to the field. We'll show you guys how we're staking our tomatoes, and this process that we're using to stake our tomatoes is basically you can use the same thing in your garden if you wanted to, and a lot of people just buy tomato cages, but this is a real cheap way to do it, and a real easy way to do it, really. So anyways, we'll see you at the field. So it's supposed to get 88 degrees today, I believe. So it's important to stay hydrated and have some cool water in here. And oh, how did I get in there? Maybe we'll save that for later. There we go. But to kind of give you guys the concept of what we're doing here, we're taking these sticks. What these sticks actually are, they are old tobacco sticks. Our family used to grow tobacco years ago, and these sticks were used in the kind of the harvest process and drying process of the tobacco. And we no longer do that, so we're putting them to use again for staking tomatoes. But again, you can use this same process in your garden if you want to. I haven't got these guys in the ground yet, but these would be your anchors. They're just metal T-posts. You can get them at Tractor Supplies, where I got mine. And about every 2 plants, you want to put a stake of some sort, whether it's a stick. If you're doing this in your garden, I recommend you get a taller, because your tomatoes could get up, to this height. So you actually want something taller, but this is what we got, and we're going to reuse these instead of having to go and buy all brand new stakes to do this. And tomato cages can get costly too. And this process that we're going to be using, it's called I think it's called the Florida weave is what it's called. And it's really inexpensive. Basically, when we get our anchor into the ground, we will tie a string down here, and then we will weave in and out of our tomato plants. And once we get to our stake, we'll wrap it around and pull it kind of tight. The string is kind of a fiber type string, so it's elastic, so it'll allow the plant to grow and keep it upright. But we'll just go down through here again and weave through here, and that's basically how it's done. So I've driven all the T-posts in the ground. I usually just metal T-post driver, it's no big deal. You could use a hammer or sledgehammer if you got one, but these are 5-foot metal T-posts. Most of them are anyway. We're driving them about a foot in the ground, and then if you're wondering, on the sticks, they're about 60 inches roughly, and we're driving a foot of them in the ground. So basically we're going to have 4 feet of growing height for the tomatoes, and hopefully that will work out and be enough. And on for our string, we got this from HossTools.com. I'll put a link in the description if you guys were wondering. They've got some good gardening stuff, some good tips on gardening if if you're looking for that. But basically, this is your box of twine. Just feeds out of that hole right there. That's what we'll tie off, and this will actually loop through your belt. And we're going to take this piece of PVC pipe and we're going to cut it down to about here, and feed the string through this tube, so we can kind of just bob and weave through the tomato plants without having to bend over or get on our knees or anything like that. So shouldn't be too bad of a process. So I want to measure out about 3 feet on this stick of PVC pipe. I think that should be sufficient enough. If not, we can cut it down or add some. It doesn't have to be exact. What do you think of that? So everyone wants to know, Dylan, on a scale of 1 to 10, how ridiculous do I actually look with this head cam on?
Not that big.
You're doing good, man. Dylan's still out there hard at it, so I had to come out here. It's getting hot out here. I gotta have something to drink. Okay. All right, so we got our pole, we got our string. We're just gonna wrap this around here about yay tall. Might go a little bit taller. See what that looks like. You just want to kind of hold tension with your other hand. I'll bring it around there. We got through him. Just kind of slowing it down here. We'll speed up in a minute, but we got that. So what we'll do, let's wrap around our stick there, kind of pull that tight, just like that. And when we go back through, we will kind of sandwich them in between each other. So like I said, we just got one row done. It's kind of been a pain because, like I said, these big boys, or better boys, are just not standing up. I think next we're just going to skip down and do a row of the roasters just to have a comparison. I mean, we eventually have to do all of these, but we have to quit a little bit early today because, like I stated earlier, we got the meeting tonight for the Planning and Zoning Committee, as well as I have a guy coming and giving us a quote on putting in our driveway for the produce stand. This is, however, what it should look like. Nothing like a cold beer after a hot day of work. Well, folks, I made it home. We got some staking done. Not everything's done. We're going to try to maybe finish it up tomorrow. Slight chance of rain tonight. But we had our planning and zoning meeting, so everything went well there. Everything got approved, so now we can focus on getting a building permit and getting the ground broke for the stand, which I'm very happy about. I've been waiting for this for a long time, so hope you guys are having a good evening. Stay cool out there. It's hot. We'll see you next time. Later.